Let me show you how dishonest the Watchtower Jehovah's Witness cult is. This is gonna blow your mind. So this is a first edition copy of the Jehovah's Witnesses Bible from 1950. And here in the appendix, they're talking about why they use torture stake instead of cross. The entire church has been saying Jesus died on a cross. Suddenly the Jehovah's Witnesses come out 1800 years later with a cult, and now they say it's pagan. Well, the funny thing about that is in 1919, they were putting this pagan symbol all over their watchtower. I don't know, Jehovah's Witnesses see that. They don't seem to have a problem. The light just keeps getting brighter, right, Jehovah's Witnesses? But check this out. Guys, this actually scared me a little bit. I looked at that and I said, wait a second. You're telling me the heart of the Babylonian god Bel is a heart with a Christian cross sticking out of it? Or a heart with the Orthodox cross? Like, maybe the Jehovah's Witnesses are right. That is insanely pagan. And then I read, in Babylonian inscriptions, Tammuz was signified by a heart from which sprang a single or a double cross. And then right here, it shows the two symbols, and it says, heart of the Babylonian god Bel. So first I thought, wait a second, weren't you talking about Tammuz right there? Why are you switching it up and showing something about the Babylonian god Bel? So then I asked Google, are these the same god? No, they're not the same god. They represent different figures. So why, in literally the first part of their argument for why it's a torture stake and not a cross, why are they mixing up the names of the God that this is supposedly a symbol of? And what I thought was really strange is, you know, Jehovah's Witnesses love citations. They love to tell you what random place they picked a source out of to defend their stupid doctrine. But on this one, where do I find this, Jehovah's Witnesses? You guys didn't put any exhibit. There's like literally no information on where I can find these inscriptions. Satan, did you forget to put that in there? Anyway, then I went and I Googled heart of the Babylonian god Bel inscription, because it says there are inscriptions, right? So Jehovah's Witnesses, I don't see any inscriptions of the heart with the cross over it. Can you guys send me some links to it, please? Because I know you guys are the truth. So I know that in your first edition of your Bible, when you're explaining why Jesus definitely didn't die on a cross and it was definitely a torture stake and that this is a pagan symbol, I'm sure you have multiple sources. Maybe you can tell me the museum, you can tell me what book, you can tell me what exhibit. Where do I find these inscriptions of Tammuz or Bel? I don't know, maybe you guys didn't proofread your own Bible, but can you tell me where I can find that? Because if there is no evidence for this claim, you guys are more satanic than I ever thought.